You were created to be kings, queens, princes, and princesses. There's something in our heart that wants to arise to dignity and to honor. That's why Disney makes so much money telling the same story over and over again. The nobody becomes a princess or a prince or a king, right? Again and again, it's the same formula. Someone who is insignificant becomes significant. Part of that is because it's wrapped up into the core of our being that we feel like we're destined for something more than what we see here, but we don't know what it is. And so we go about our lives trying to answer that question, but often in all the wrong ways. You see, in Genesis chapter 3, the royal heads of the human race, Adam and Eve, and all of their dignity and honor and beauty, chose something else. And they forfeited their royalty. And because of their sin and all of us and our continuing sins in existence, first in Adam and Eve, then in us, have likewise forfeited our royalty. You see, we were once created in honor and dignity, but Romans 1, this is what it describes the human race as currently as. Then you know what? When I read this, you're going to see a lot in our culture today. Let me encourage you. If you see something in here that identifies with our culture, don't amen and clap. Rather, we should lament in sorrow. We have fallen from such a lofty level, royalty and all of the honor and dignity, and now this is the human race. Although they knew God, they did not honor him. They did not give thanks. Became futile in their thinking. Foolish hearts were darkened. Our understanding and our capacity for understanding became less than what it should be. We claimed to know everything, to be wise, but in fact we were fools. And we exchanged the glory of the immortal God. We exchanged our royalty instead for the images of this world. We were lustful in our hearts and impurity, dishonoring our bodies among ourselves. We gave up the truth of God and instead grabbed a hold of lies. And we worshiped the created instead of the Creator. Filled with dishonorable passions, with women exchanging their natural relations. So they exchanged the glory of God, men and women. First exchanged the glory of God, then they exchanged the truth for a lie, and now they exchange that which is natural, gave up natural relations and consumed in passion with one another. Men also committing shameless acts with one another. A debased mind filled with covetousness, malice, envy, murder, strife, deceit, maliciousness, gossiping, slandering, haters of God, insolent, haughty, boastful, inventors of evil, disobedient to parents, foolish, faithless, heartless, ruthless. And then at the end of Romans chapter 1, it says not only do they do all these things, they stand up and applaud and make laws to approve others that do the same thing. But verse 9, look at this. When all the darkness settles in and all hope is lost, what do we see? But we see him. Who is the him? This is Christ. Like Gandalf at Helm's Deep when all seems lost, except so much more glorious. At that moment when we deserved death, we see him, Christ, over the horizon, riding and running like the Father and the prodigal son, running to restore that which was